So the Clock Tower of Parliament, as it was originally called, is now Queen Elizabeth II Tower. We had our Queen's Diamond Jubilee last year, and they named this Queen Elizabeth II Tower. Then you have the House of Commons, which is where the members of Parliament sit. They are the folks to be elected by vote. Then you have the House of Lords. They are like an upper chamber. Their job is to correct the laws that are created by the House of Commons. So they correct them, they overview things. If they think that something isn't fair, they send it back to the House of Commons to be reassessed. Now, it's coming in. Tony Blair, when he was president, wanted to make it that the House of Lords was elected. We haven't got that far yet. But what is happening is, whereas before the peers and lords it came down the family line, father to son. Now there are a certain number who are appointed for the work they've done elsewhere in government and politics. They're appointed by the Prime Minister. So we have a kind of hybrid system at the moment. Maybe one day it will go totally elected. Who knows? Who knows? It takes a long while though to change things here in Britain, especially after they've been established for hundreds of years. Take a look at the third tower. That's the Victoria Tower. I don't know if any of you like the Harry Potter movies. You all like Harry Potter? Do you remember the very first Harry Potter? Harry opens a scroll, and out of it fly the bats and lots of dust. And in that third tower there, with its crown and flagpole, there are scrolls a bit like that, but they're not scrolls of spells, as far as I know, there might be. But they are scrolls of laws. And the earliest law was written down in 1467. Long while ago. And they actually are written down on what we call old vellum paper. Old vellum paper was made of goat skin and sheep skin, so it's not too nice to think about really. But there you are. But the good thing about goat skin paper is the writing hardly ever fades. So if you were to go to that tower, and if they gave you permission to go into the room where they keep the scrolls of law, you would see and still be able to read the writing on the manuscript from 1467. It is that old-fashioned kind of writing where the S's look like F's, the F's look like S's, but you can actually still see it, it's still viewable. Behind the Parliament, you've got Westminster Abbey, scene of the coronation ceremonies. We have the coronation chair, stands on a special stone called the Stone of Scone, came from Scotland. Sometimes the royal weddings take place here. Kate and William did have their wedding in the Abbey, but more often royal weddings go to St Paul's Cathedral. The reason for that is because the cathedral is a wider structure, you can fit more guests in, and big occasions for royal weddings need to be able to have lots of guests. But Kate and William kept it more intimate by having their wedding in the Abbey. Let's do a little bit of James Bond to wind up with today. If you go past the Parliament building, you come past the line of trees, two whitish buildings with yellow roofs and flagpoles. That is MI5 Secret Services. Now, if you'd come to us about 5-6 weeks before an election in London, there was a man up here in a helicopter who was hanging out and had a massive camera. And what he was doing was he was taking the last shots for the Skyfall movie. So to help him out on that occasion, they actually closed the River Thames to all river traffic for 2 hours, so he could take his filming uninterrupted. But lots and lots of filming takes place here on the river. And for instance, in terms of James Bond, if you look ahead of us, you've got Westminster Bridge with the arches in green. You come to the left-hand side of Westminster Bridge, you can see a white lion. And that lion is standing up on a pedestal. And that pedestal is the door, and that is the door to Q's office. So there you are. You go to the knock-off with the step and Q is in there. That's where they film it. Q is one of the guys on James Bond TV. He's one of the next guys. Yeah. So a lot of James Bond filming here, lots of filming of every kind on the River Thames. In fact, on that occasion, the Skyfall, after the band filmed here, we went down to Tower Bridge, which is the bridge that opens up in the middle, let the boats through. We did some filming at Tower Bridge as well. So lots and lots of filming.